The rise of Spain's future queen, how Princess Leonor is preparing to make history. For centuries, the Spanish monarchy has stood as a symbol of tradition, resilience, and national identity. Kings ruled, princes inherited, and history moved forward along a familiar path. But every so often, history pauses and then turns a page that changes everything. Spain is now approaching one of those rare moments. A young woman, disciplined beyond her years and raised under the watchful eye of both history and modern expectations, is quietly preparing for a destiny that has only been fulfilled once before in Spain's long royal story. She is poised to become the nation's second reigning queen in centuries. Her name is Princess Leonor. As the Princess of Asturias, the official heir to the Spanish throne, Leonor represents the future of a monarchy navigating the delicate balance between tradition and the modern world. When the day comes that she ascends the throne after her father, King Felipe VI, she will follow in the historic footsteps of Queen Isabella I of Castile, the last woman who ruled Spain in her own right more than 5 centuries ago. But Leonor's story is not just about royal succession. It is about preparation, expectation, duty, and the quiet transformation of a monarchy determined to remain relevant in the 21st century. And the world is watching. A princess born into history. When Princess Leonor was born on October 31, 2005, in Madrid, celebrations echoed throughout Spain. As the first child of King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia, she immediately became the heir to the Spanish throne. Her birth represented continuity for the monarchy, a reassurance that the royal line would continue. Yet it also marked the beginning of something different. Unlike previous generations, Leonor would grow up in a Spain shaped by democracy, modern values, and a population increasingly attentive to transparency and accountability from its institutions, including the monarchy. From the very beginning, her life was destined to balance tradition with modern expectations. The title that defines her destiny. In 2014, a historic shift occurred when King Felipe VI ascended the throne following the abdication of his father, King Juan Carlos I. At just 8 years old, Leonor became the Princess of Asturias, the traditional title given to the heir apparent to the Spanish crown. The title carries immense symbolic weight. It connects her to centuries of Spanish history and signals her future role as monarch. But beyond the ceremonial aspect, it also marks the beginning of a lifelong preparation. From that moment onward, Leonor was no longer just a young princess. She was the future queen, growing up under the world's watchful eyes. Unlike many royal heirs of the past, Leonor's childhood has unfolded in an age of instant media coverage and global attention. Every public appearance, every speech, every gesture is examined and interpreted as a sign of the leader she will someday become. Yet those who observe her closely often remark on the same qualities: composure, discipline, and maturity far beyond her years. These traits are not accidental. They are the result of careful guidance from her parents, particularly King Felipe VI, who understands better than anyone the responsibilities that await his daughter. The influence of King Felipe VI. If there is one figure shaping Leonor's path toward the throne, it is her father. King Felipe VI inherited the crown during a period of significant challenges for the monarchy. Questions about transparency, public trust, and the relevance of royal institutions in modern democracies loomed large. Determined to restore confidence, Felipe embarked on a mission to modernize and strengthen the Spanish crown. Central to that mission has been preparing Leonor for her future role. He has emphasized education, discipline, and public service, values that he believes are essential for the monarchy's survival in the 21st century. Leonor is not simply being raised as a royal figurehead. She is being prepared to lead. Education fit for a future queen. One of the most important pillars of Leonor's preparation has been her education. Her parents made a deliberate decision to ensure she would receive an international and comprehensive education, one that would expose her to diverse cultures, languages, and perspectives. She studied at the prestigious UWC Atlantic College in Wales, a school known for educating future leaders and encouraging students to engage with global challenges. There, Leonor lived alongside students from dozens of countries, sharing dormitories and participating in community service programs. The experience allowed her to step beyond the royal bubble and experience life among peers from around the world. It also reinforced the global outlook she will need as Spain's future head of state. Military training. Following royal tradition. In Spain, monarchs are traditionally linked to the armed forces. To prepare for this role, Leonor has begun extensive military training, following the same path once taken by her father. She enrolled at the General Military Academy in Zaragoza, marking a significant milestone in her journey toward the throne. The training is rigorous. Cadets wake early, endure demanding physical exercises, and study military strategy and leadership. For Leonor, this experience is about more than military knowledge. It is about understanding the responsibilities of command, the importance of discipline, and the connection between the monarchy and the nation's armed forces. It is also a powerful symbol to the Spanish public. Their future queen is willing to walk the same path as those who serve their country. A historic predecessor, Queen Isabella I. When Leonor eventually becomes queen, she will join an exclusive chapter of Spanish history. The only woman to previously rule Spain in her own right was Queen Isabella I of Castile, whose reign began in the 15th century. Isabella's leadership transformed Spain. She played a pivotal role in unifying the kingdoms of Castile and Aragon through her marriage to King Ferdinand II of Aragon, completed the Reconquista, and sponsored the voyages of Christopher Columbus. Her reign changed the course of world history. While Leonor's future reign will unfold in a vastly different era, the symbolism of becoming Spain's second female monarch carries enormous historical weight. The challenge of a modern monarchy. Today's monarchies face challenges that did not exist centuries ago. In democratic societies, royal families must justify their relevance while maintaining public trust. Spain's monarchy has weathered moments of controversy, particularly during the later years of King Juan Carlos I. When King Felipe VI took the throne, he pledged to restore integrity and transparency. Leonor will inherit not only the crown but also the responsibility of maintaining that trust. Her leadership style, still forming, will play a crucial role in shaping the monarchy's future. The role of Queen Letizia. Another key influence in Leonor's development is her mother, Queen Letizia. Before joining the royal family, Letizia had a successful career as a journalist. She brought a modern perspective to the monarchy and a deep understanding of public communication. Her background has helped shape Leonor's awareness of the media landscape and the importance of connecting with ordinary citizens. Observers often note the strong bond between mother and daughter, a relationship that has contributed to Leonor's confident and composed public presence. A new generation of royal leadership. Leonor represents a new generation of European royalty. Unlike monarchs of the past, she has grown up in a world defined by digital communication, social change, and global interconnectedness. She speaks multiple languages, including Spanish and English, and is gaining increasing confidence as a public speaker. Her speeches during ceremonies such as the Princess of Asturias Awards have impressed many observers. Calm, articulate, and thoughtful, Leonor demonstrates a natural ability to connect with audiences. These moments offer glimpses of the queen she may one day become. Winning the hearts of the Spanish people. For any monarch, legitimacy ultimately depends on public support. Leonor's journey toward the throne will be closely tied to how the Spanish people perceive her. So far, public sentiment has been largely positive. Many Spaniards see in her a symbol of stability and continuity, a reassuring presence during a time when institutions around the world are being questioned and redefined. Her youth also brings a sense of renewal. She represents the possibility of a monarchy that evolves with the times while honoring the traditions that define it. The road ahead. Despite the attention surrounding her, Leonor still has years of preparation ahead before she eventually becomes queen. Her military training will continue across different branches of the Spanish armed forces. She will gradually take on more official duties, representing Spain both at home and abroad. These experiences will shape her understanding of leadership and diplomacy. By the time she ascends the throne, she will have spent decades preparing for the role. The moment that will change everything. One day, perhaps many years from now, Spain will witness a moment that echoes through history. When King Felipe VI's reign eventually comes to an end, whether through abdication or the passage of time, the crown will pass to his daughter. At that moment, Princess Leonor will become Queen of Spain. It will be a historic transition. For the first time in centuries, Spain will once again be ruled by a queen. A queen for the future. What kind of monarch will Leonor become? No one can know for certain. But the signs so far suggest a leader shaped by discipline, education, and a deep sense of responsibility. Her upbringing has been carefully designed to prepare her for the complex demands of modern monarchy. If she succeeds, she will not simply continue Spain's royal tradition, she will redefine it. The beginning of a new chapter. History often moves slowly, but sometimes, quietly and almost unnoticed, the next chapter begins to take shape. In Spain, that chapter is already being written. A young princess studies, trains, and prepares for a future that will place her at the center of one of Europe's most historic institutions. And when the day finally arrives, Princess Leonor will not only inherit a crown. She will step into history as the woman who leads Spain's monarchy into a new era. The second queen, and perhaps the one who defines the monarchy for generations to come.